Hey, it's commanding Cash-A-Thon time. It's commanding Cash-A-Thon time. Hey, good morning. I'm your host, Catherine Perry, and I have to say this is my favorite day of the week because it's commanding Cash-A-Thon day. This is getting to be the most popular broadcast that I have, and it has the most uh, replays when I send it out, and I'm just love how this calls building momentum, and you're a big part of it. So thank you very much. Um, let's get right into it. First, I just have to apologize in advance because my darling dogs have noticed that my neighbors have had the nerve to walk out into their own yard, and it's very upsetting to them. So you may notice that there's some dog barking, and that's just kind of the way it is when you stream from home. Okay. All right, my sweet friend. Uh, I wanted to be sure and mention that before you leave your comments to like the StreamYard application and app. And it's right there. You'll see where to do that in the description of today's call. And it's towards the bottom of the description. You like that, I will be able to see your comments. And I really want to because they're very important to me. Okay, fantastic. So we're just going to go for it. And today's one command session is for commanding cash and abundance. Yeah, of course, it's a commanding cash-a-thon, but I want to kind of let you know what's been leading up to this. At the time of this recording, the full moon is on April 16th. Today's April 15th. And it is a Libra moon, and it's called a pink moon because of all the blossoms. And this particular week, we have really been focusing on releasing all the blocks to our abundance. And we've been just focusing on that so that as we come into the fullness of that full moon, the full moon is about letting go of everything that no longer serves you. And I feel like because this is kind of a big energetic month, there's extra importance. If you've been following me, you know that there was a lot of importance on the new moon and even on April 12th. So this is really a significant month as far as your transformation and opening new possibility. And so we've really been examining that, and I've been teaching some ways to let go in loving ways without having to go down, dig it out, get your fingers dirty, that type of thing. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to the other broadcast, and they're all called releasing. So you will see, and if you're on my mail list, I send out a list of all the calls this week so that you can watch them in order. So thank you so much. Be sure and if you can't get over to that StreamYard app, do me a favor, so that I can see who is here today so far, because I see that we have some folks watching from the One Command Master Your Money Mindset and tuned in through the Big Vision Coach. Good morning, beautiful Crystal. So happy that you're here. And good morning, Miss Jody. All right. So I'm so happy. So we always like to set an intention right before we do anything. And I want you to think about why you want to be part of today's call. Like, one, they're fun, right? They're fun to me. And so why do you want to command cash? You may have a specific amount, but think about why you want it. Okay? And I want you to notice when you say, this is what I want, and this is why I want it. Tune into what thoughts, feelings, ideas meet that want and desire. Just notice about that. Breathe into that. Okay. And I don't know if when you say that immediately, you feel everything within you snap in, line up, and go, yes, this is mine by divine right. We're going to bring that in for you today if it didn't. And even if it did, we're going to bring in that inner alignment. Okay. So, the other thing that we've been talking about this week, because we're coming into this beautiful pink moon, is creating what you love from love. Okay. So, we're going to be tuning in today on what we love, because the Libra moon is a luxurious, welcoming, friendly moon, and it's a balancing moon. And so, if you've been doing a lot of uh, hard work, or a lot of inner work, or you just feel like there's been a struggle to that exact degree, the Libra moon is going to bring that balance to you. Okay. So we just want to tune in to what we love and what we appreciate. Think about that for just a minute before we start all of this. Just think about what you love, who you love, what you are grateful for, or what you appreciate. All right, let's go for it. Of course, we are commanding for that money, honey. And yeah, we're going to be tuning into the power of the pink moon. But also, if you're watching at any time, you're going to get a lot of benefit out of this, because we all have those times that we need balance. We all have that time that we need to bring a lot of little luxury, a lot of good feelings in. And so here's our lens that we're looking at all of this, and we're focusing our commands through today. The universe is abundant and supports each of us. In order to see this, though, we must open all of our senses. Now, we may think about our five senses, right? See, hear, smell, taste, touch. But, we have all kinds of senses. We have a sense of balance, we have a sense of space, right? We have a sense of distance, we have a sense of time. We have a lot of senses. Okay. And we also have what we might call our intuitive sense. And someone said this years ago, and it just made perfect sense. That sense about sense, right? That if we think about our five senses, the sixth sense is just the successful interpretation of all of those senses that guide us to our desire. Yeah, so we've just successfully interpreted. So we've got to open up our senses. We've got to open up our money channels. We've got to open up our sense of possibility. We got to open up our sense of abundance. We got to open up our sense of being willing and able. We got to open up all of our senses. And already I'm just noticing the energy starting to shift, because we haven't thought about that. We spend our time in this want, wishing, and desire. And please, if you are finding you're having a lot of desire and not a lot of results, be sure and tune in to the broadcast of the Releasing Your Limiting Beliefs. And I'll make sure that I put the link into this, because we talked about how our desire can actually keep us separate and preventing separate from what we want to attract, create, or manifest. And it can prevent us from focusing on the right thing. And so this desire winds up being kind of a booby prize, right? The longing, that delicious desire. But we're not really focusing on how to achieve it. And so we feel frustrated and maybe shame and all the stuff that comes up when you aren't getting the results that you wanted or what you expect to get. Okay, so I'll make sure I have the link in the description for this. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to put the link to my newsletter so that you can get the link of all the calls in the right sequence. How's that sound? Good morning, Miss Donna. I'm so happy you joined us today. All right, so we've already thought about what it is that we want. We're thinking about cash, money, honey, right? Cash, money, honey. We've thought about the money we may want or need. We know what we want to manifest. We've thought about why we want it. We're tuning into all of our senses and expanding our sense of possibility. We're engaging all the aspects of how we tune into the world and how we receive information. And then this week, we've been talking about how we process the meaning of everything that's coming into us and how we release everything that no longer serves us. Just so that you can expand your capacity to receive. In fact, we're going to do a real quick command for that right now. Okay. And all I'm going to ask you to do is just, with your eyes closed, very quickly roll your eyes up. We're going to do 2 commands real quick. I don't know how. I expand my sense and awareness of the rich abundance in the world all around me. I only know my senses are awakened and alive now, and I am fulfilled. And just let that go. Let that expand out to an idea even greater that serves more good. Take a big breath, open your eyes, stretch into that. Now, how's that? Are you already noticing maybe you feel like maybe some lightness, some expansion within you? That's a great start, right? We haven't even got up to theta, but now we want to expand our capacity for abundance. Wow, what would that be like? Do I need bigger baskets? Do I need to open my emotional channels? Do I need to make room in my bedroom? Do I need to empty a drawer? What do I need to do in order to expand my capacity for abundance? Now, I'm modeling something for you. Hear this question coming in? Do you feel the energy starting to move? Now roll your eyes up very quickly. Eyes closed, roll your eyes up. I don't know how. I understand what it means to expand my capacity for wealth and abundance. I only know I am expanding my capacity to live a wealthy, abundant life now, and I am fulfilled. Okay, what are you noticing with that? When we're doing that, because I'm actually wanting to teach you a little bit about how the one command works. You know, when we do these broadcasts, even if this is your first time, we're doing the one command process is developed by Asara Lovejoy, the author and the creator of the method. And I teach a seminar called Commanding Well Seminar, and I work with this technique. And I am a transformational coach and intuitive healer. And I've been doing this work many years. I'm going to say 20 plus years. And what we're talking about today is expanding our capacity for wealth, for riches and abundance. Okay. So what I'm modeling is you'll have an idea, this thought comes in, and it's kind of like, I wonder. And that's already retraining your mind, because I bet you're like, what I used to do, what I fall into maybe when I'm too tired, or things kind of like aren't quite flowing, and you go, I'm trying, I would like to, it would be nice. I'm expanding my capacity for wealth. I got to remember to do that. What you've just done when you say those kind of things, when you go, I'm trying, I ought to, yeah, I know, I got to keep doing it. You immediately criticize yourself and you cut off your blessing. Okay? So, how can you be more loving and generous with yourself so that you can keep the learning and you can redirect your thoughts? One, let's decide to do that. Number one. And then you commit to it as a practice, so that when you notice that negative thought comes up, or that self-criticism comes up, you stop and you immediately replace it with the one command statement. You can just say the one command statement, I don't know how, I only know it's so now, and I am fulfilled. Or you can do a real quick, just roll your eyes up. And I don't know how. I speak to myself in a way. We're just going to do it right now. Just close your eyes, roll your eyes. I don't know how. I speak to myself internally and as I'm expressing with my words in loving, supportive, and empowering ways. I only know that by my words, I am creating a rich, abundant world now, and I am fulfilled. Donna, thank you so much. I've been listening to you and Asara for a long time. I appreciate your work. Well, I appreciate you too. And Crystal's saying she's starting to notice some shifting already. I felt my heart chakra open more, crown chakra on overload. Well, when you're feeling that overload, just go ahead and we're just going to take that energy and start pulling that energy right down. We're just going to start pulling that in. And the where you're overloaded is probably at your throat chakra. See, your heart's full and this is full. So we've got to massage the base of your throat in a circular way. And guys, we're working with the chakras. I like to just tune it just like this, like a radio dial. It's like, wow, I don't know how I'm having a new conversation with myself about wealth and abundance. I only know I am now and I am fulfilled. Well, if your heart's open, you may have energy blocked in your solar plexus. So just keep doing the same thing, massage in a circular way. Just notice what opens. Second chakras are money chakra. Yeah, which is right below the belly button. And when it's blocked and you're not feeling supported, that's when we get those backaches. Thank you, Jody. Thank you for commenting. I feel more space in my head. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So we're going to be tuning in to what we love and appreciate. Okay. Now, this is a little different than gratitude. Gratitude is a very high vibration, but the universe communicates in love, and we want love to meet love. We want what we are calling forth and attracting and magnetizing to us. We want it to come in a way that we love, right? Absolutely want that. So tune in to what you love, who you love, and it does not matter what it is. If it's your partner, your puppy, ice cream, a favorite corner in the house, a little patch of land, going on drives, whatever that is, tune in to what you love. Now just let that love start to expand all the way through you. And now, yeah, we're just going to let that love come right through your body. Everything you love. I haven't done this for years, but to me, the perfect Sunday morning that I love is being able to be in the bed with a big thermos of coffee and a big newspaper, which now the newspapers don't look the same, but I just loved the stretching out the time and relaxing and having nothing to do but just to read and relax. And that just felt so decadent. So I can even tune into a memory. So, what's a rich, loving memory that you have? Tune into the memory. And really let it fill up your senses. Mm-hmm. Now, could you imagine having an rich experience, a loving, wonderful experience like that in the future? No matter what it is that you love, a wonderful dinner with friends, time with your significant other, going on a drive, being able to just be outside. There's a particular tree in our area that I love, and I love taking walks and just looking at that tree. And it just makes me so happy to look at that tree. And okay, I'll confess, I love hugging that tree. What do you love? And so I could think about the times in the past and the present, and I could project that into the future. Breathe into that and really let those thoughts and those ideas fill all of your senses. And now we're going to just allow, I wonder how money, allowing more money into my life and not feeling like I have to go work it and chase for it, but simply allowing this rich, abundant feeling, the truth about riches and abundance. I wonder how that money can flow as easily as this love. It can flow into these moments, past, present, and future. You know, money loves that stuff too. Money loves luxury. It loves beauty. It loves to be appreciated. And isn't it easier sometimes to go do those things if you aren't having to think about money, but just know the money's there? That's our command right now. I don't know how I can just live a life of beauty, abundance, and appreciation, and absolutely know that the money is always there. I only know I always have all the money I need at any given moment. I only know it's so now, and I am fulfilled. I wonder how money can support you and make more of those moments possible. I don't know how I can allow money to support me. And this is really important because we are so used to giving away our time and our energy to go get money, but we never think about the money wants to flow in and support us. So I don't know how money flows in to support me, to support my wants, needs, and wishes, to support these moments of beauty and love. I only know I'm expanding my capacity to receive and be supported now. And I am fulfilled. And just as you're tuning into that memory and what you're thinking about, what you love, what you appreciate, and, you know, I was thinking today about fun and how money loves to be around fun things and it loves to be used for fun. And it does love to be used for important things and the power. But you know what? It really loves to be used for fun. So I don't know how I create more fun in my life that invites money and wealth and opportunity. I only know I am a powerful creator and I am now creating more experiences of fun and enjoyment in my life now. And I am fulfilled. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Just let that flow through you. Hey, I want to be sure and mention something to you. This creating from what you love, right? We think about what we want to receive, right? And we always say receive in gratitude because that raises your vibration. And I very often ask, how do you want to receive? And you go, well, I want to receive in joy, and you're going to be excited, right? Oh, I want to receive in confidence. When it comes, you want to celebrate. You go, oh my gosh, I love this. I love when this happens. So wouldn't it make sense to create from that same state of being? And that's what we're practicing today. But I do want to I want to let you know that I've got a free training for you that's called Create What You Love from Love training. And all you need to do to get it is to message me directly. If you're watching on um, YouTube, it's a little harder, but just say send it to me, and I will connect with you through through YouTube. Okay. All right. So beautiful. So Crystal said obligations and responsibility came up as I was ex- um, expanding on what I love. It absolutely will do that. Okay, because you're releasing at a cellular level. So here's what we do: obligations and responsibilities are coming up as you're expanding on what you love. Well, we have been taught and conditioned at a very young age. I will love you. Of course, I love you, but it's hard to love you when you're not doing your chores. Or if you love people, you're going to take care of them. You're going to do this. You're going to do a lot of stuff that you don't like. Love is obligation, love is hard work. And so we had a command earlier this week, an affirmation that was basically, I understand what my parents were trying to teach me. And now, as an adult, I am free to have new beliefs. I'm free to have new beliefs. Hello, beautiful Shamim. Did we say good morning, David? Donna can't stay with us. She's got to go. Yeah. So we're just going to breathe into that. And that part of you that's afraid to let go of that obligation. Yeah, I mean, someone made this joke one time, said, what do you miss about childhood? And they said, not paying bills. Right. I miss that a lot. But right now, that part of you that's speaking up, when we do the command, I want you to check back on it. Okay. So you don't know how to create without obligation. This is the other thing that stops a lot of people in their manifesting and getting motivated. They go, why can't I get motivated? What's going on? Particularly if you've been healing a lot from trauma and you're clearing a lot of these old belief systems, that what charged you up and got you going was fear. Fear of loss, fear of punishment, fear of disapproval. Oh, I got to get it on my desk, right? I got to get that report on the boss's desk or he's going to be mad and that's going to threaten my job. And so when you've trained yourself that way and then suddenly those influences are gone, you're like, I know I need to do this, but you don't have the fear. So it does take a little bit of time. And so that's why being able to tune into your senses and know what you love, when you start knowing what you love and you start focusing on that, then what starts coming up for you is, hey, what matters to you? And then guess what? When it comes to what truly matters for you, it you will find the motivation. And then you start associating all the actions you're taking to what matters. Like, I don't like necessarily setting up a sales funnel, but I sure love having those moments of talking to people, right? Because that matters. I really love creating a business where I can just operate in my gifts and live from this spiritual space, and all of my learning and growth I get to share with people. That matters. And as I do that, then what you notice is it starts feeling wrong to not doing the things that matter because it's things that you love. Okay? Not this love from outside of you. Yep. Crystal got it. It came up as loving them. So now, just in that awareness, let's just let that abundance, we're going to let that love that you've been manifesting. Oh, I just love having the ability to take care of people in a more empowering way. And I love that the money supports my desire to be a good friend, daughter, mother, whatever that is. I love that money is always here to support me. I love that. Thank you. All right. Are we having a good time? All right. We're going to do our big command. Now, remember, this is our lens. The universe is abundant and supports each of us. In order to see this, though, we must open all of our senses. So far, we've opened not only our 5 senses, but our sense of abundance, right? And our sense of space around us, our sense of possibility. We've opened up our intuitive sense. Hey, even Crystal's opened up her sense of obligation and responsibilities. That's a sense, right? And we definitely get a clear message of when we aren't doing it. But guess what? She met it in love. She allowed that abundant universe to start coming in and being support. Same thing for you, Shamim. Shamim has a big vision. She is putting together an incredible a nonprofit, and she's got a big vision. And so right now the universe is aligning. She's opening herself as a channel so that the universe can align to the work that she wants to do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Take a deep breath. Now, there is something specifically that you are commanding for. A specific amount of money. And I know there's money that you want to come in through the normal channels, and maybe you want money to come in delightful ways. And there's a set amount of money that you want to attract, create, or magnetize to you every month. And you want more. You need more. You deserve more. So what is that amount of money? What is the amount of money that would, here's the actual question. What is the amount of money that would make a big difference in your life? Thinking about, like Crystal, those obligations and responsibilities. Thinking about wanting the beauty and having the freedom to go, to not go, but just the freedom to just do what you love and be what you love. Money not be a concern. What is the amount of money that would make a difference for you, that would free you up to do that? That's your command. Okay, so I don't know how and we want to say the word magnetize, not manifest. Everything that has ever been created, we're not creating something new. Everything already exists. So we want to magnetize it to us. Okay, so I don't know how. I now have X amount of dollars. I only know I do now and I am fulfilled. And then we're going to do some more commands. We're going to see what comes up, okay? All right, let's go for it. So, as we go through these 6 steps of the one command, we're going to start with, remember that feeling I asked you to invoke before, and it was, what do I love? So we're going to go ahead and tune into that feeling of love, and we're going to ground into it. And right now, as you're just feeling this connection to the earth, release everything in your body that no longer serves you. There could be toxins, there could be heavy metals. Oof, yeah. There could be some old emotions. There could be some resentment or grudges. There could be some old hurts. There could be some shame. We're just going to let all that go right down into the earth. And you know what the earth does, don't you? It heals and transforms it. It breaks it down and shifts the energy. So now, just let that new energy start coming up, 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 up through your feet, into your knees, into your hips, up your back, into your neck and shoulders, down your arms, all the way down to the tips of your fingers and the top of your head. And now I want to invite you to align to your purpose, which is that amount of money that came to your mind that you want to magnetize to you. And between knowing and not knowing how to make it happen, let there only be love. And as you tune in to the love in your heart and this amount of money that you are calling in, allow love to connect you. In your mind's eye, what's happening is you are connecting in to that amount of money with love. And you're opening yourself to receive it. Yes. Our thoughts are the masculine energy when we said, this is what I want. And right now in our subconscious and this energetic space, this is the feminine. So we want to open and receive. Now, I'm going to ask you to tune into this energy of this love and just notice how it's starting to fill you up and expand outside of your body. And it's creating this incredible field of energy. And love starts connecting with love. And this could be your customers, potential investors, people you do business with, friends and family, friends you haven't met yet. And just let love meet love. Breathe into that. And now with your eyes closed, I'm going to invite you to become aware of your connection to Source. And just very softly, just roll your eyes up and travel up that pole of light. And soon you find that you're just breaking through the darkness into the light of pure, open potential. And it's love. And we're going to state that one command on what that money amount is that you are commanding for. I don't know how I now have, and state the one. I don't know how I have. Pardon me. I don't know how I now have. State that amount of money in my bank account. I only know I have it now, and I am fulfilled. And we're just going to let that go. We're going to let that expand out to an idea even greater that serves more good in its fulfillment. And I don't know how I expand my capacity to live a rich, abundant life. I only know I do now, and I am fulfilled. And I don't know how I expand my sense of riches, abundance, and possibility. I only know I absolutely have a new sense about money and opportunities, and I'm naturally drawn to circumstances and situations that enrich my life in all the ways I desire to be rich now. And I am fulfilled. I'm just going to let all that go. Let that expand out to an idea even greater. We're expanding your consciousness. And now just as that goes out, now what happens, it goes out so far, it starts coming in, and just start receiving that money in gratitude. Yes, thank you. Those relationships, those experiences. I love, oh, are those checks? Yep. Is that Bitcoin? Did you get an alert? Yep. Oh my gosh. Is this a new business credit? I don't know. Is that an investor? Well, hello, Mr. Money or Miss Money. Come right on in. Come right on in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as this new greater state of being in this greater capacity to operate in this rich, expansive, beautiful, amazing, loving space of abundance. Now, just notice what's happening as you start making room for that, and new thoughts, images, ideas, new ways of thinking and being with yourself start arriving and integrating. And remember, you always want to check in. And when you think about creating that amount of money, what do you know now? Does it feel difficult? Some ideas may come up. And after you do this, you want to brainstorm and just write out all the ways, because your mind wants to say how. Right now, you've figured out how. You may not know how yet, but right now, these creative juices are flowing. And when there's something pops up or an idea and you love it, what are we going to do? We're going to go for it. That 7 steps inspired action. So just be ready for whatever that idea or that inspiration or opportunity, and you just go for it. Woo! Was that fun today? I really appreciate you taking time. I know how busy you are. And thank you so much. So I'm going to ask you to be sure and like this video. If you are watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure and do that. But liking and sharing is definitely appreciated, because we want more people to know about this. I have a big vision and you're a part of it. And I really want more people to get exposed to this work. So thank you in advance for helping me make that possible. I'm going to remind you that if you want to get the free training on how to create what you love from your love training, all you got to do is send me a message, and I will get it to you as quickly as possible. All right, my sweet friends, I want you to go have a beautiful week. Thank you. And until next time, this is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach. I witness your mastery. Bye-bye, everybody.